Hi everybody, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and today in this video I want to show you guys how I like to make a really great picnic quiche. We're going to be using some fresh duck eggs, some beef bone marrow, some various cheeses. Stick around for this, it's going to be really good. Let's get to the grilling.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up the Blackstone. I'm just running one side of this at medium to medium low heat, not too hot, and the other side, as you can see, is not on. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get some oil down, and we got to saute some vegetables. So here I have about 3 cups of chopped baby spinach and about half of a chopped white onion. I'm going to get this right on the griddle. We're going to hit it with a little bit of this Killer Hogs TX brisket rub, and we're just going to let these vegetables sweat down a little bit. We want this spinach to start to wilt, and we want the onions to start to caramelize. Once that's done, we're going to get these vegetables into a bowl, and we're just going to let them cool down a little bit. Next, I got 2 frozen pie crusts from the grocery store. If you want to make your own from scratch, that's fine, but it's easy enough to get these. You want to let them thaw out for about 15 minutes. Now here I have some beef bone marrow that I scraped out of a couple of soup bones that I got from the grocery store. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle this bone marrow across the bottom of these pie crusts. It can get a little slimy and sticky, but just take your time. Try to spread it out as evenly as you can, and after that we'll be ready for the oven. So with your oven preheated to 400 degrees, what you're going to do is you're going to take these pie crusts with your beef bone marrow spread across the bottom of them, and you're going to set them on the very dead center rack. And what you're going to do is you're going to give it about 10 minutes or until that beef bone marrow is thoroughly melted into the pie crust. Now here I have 8 duck eggs that I got from a local farm stand, and that's something I really like doing. Support your local farmers, and I love duck eggs. They're bigger than chicken eggs, they have really big yolks, they have a really rich flavor to them, and they're just awesome. We're going to be using 4 eggs per quiche today. So here I have 4 duck eggs in this mixing bowl. If you don't have duck eggs and you're using chicken eggs, you might want to go with a little bit more. You might want to do half a dozen compared to the duck eggs. Duck eggs are bigger than chicken eggs, but now I want to add some milk. If you want a richer quiche, you can add heavy cream. I don't have heavy cream right now, so I'm adding about 3/4 of a cup of whole milk to this. Next, you want to whisk this up. You want to just get it really well incorporated, just like you would for scrambled eggs or an omelet. Now back to the pie crust. It's been about 12 minutes, and as you can see, this bone marrow is pretty much melted right into this pie crust. Now it's time to add some fruit. And what I've done here is I've taken some fresh dates and I've just kind of chopped them up. Again, this is a little bit of a sticky endeavor. What you want to do is you want to just layer in some chopped dates at the very bottom of this pie crust. Try to space it out and make it as even as you can. And now back to our scrambled duck egg gloriousness. I've added half of the vegetable mixture to this, and now I want to hit it with a little bit of the usual rub by the Smoke and Fire Society. Has a lot of savory notes, or salt, pepper, garlic, onion, a little bit of chili powder, some paprika, some rosemary. And I'm just going to give it a decent dose of this for some flavor. Of course, take your whisk and just blend everything right in, get everything really well incorporated, and then we're going to be ready to make some quiche. Okay, so we got our dates sprinkled all over the bottom of this pie crust with our bone marrow. Now we're going to pour in this egg mixture. We're going to pour it right in, and we're going to add some cheese. We're going to cheese this right up. So here I have a small log of garlic and herb goat cheese. I'm going to slice this up, and I'm going to sprinkle it into this quiche. And we're just going to take chunks of this goat cheese and we're just going to drop it in, scatter it across this quiche. It's going to melt right in. It's going to give it some great flavor. It's going to give us a richness to it. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. After this, we're going to give it the same treatment to the other pie crust, and then we're going to be ready for the smoker. Okay, so I got the Traeger Pro 34 pellet grill fired up, and we're running right at 375 degrees today using pecan pellets. We're going to get this closed. We're going to come back in about 40 minutes, and we're going to give this a check. Okay, so after 40 minutes, I checked it. They weren't quite there yet, but now it's been about an hour, and I'm going to use this wooden skewer, and I'm going to check both of them, and that is clean. Let's see how we're doing on quiche number 2, and now it's time to eat.
Okay, so here we are. As you can see, my crust kind of fell off a little bit. That's okay. And I just took a small slice of this anyway. The rest is going to a family picnic. Fresh duck eggs, beef bone marrow, chopped dates, goat cheese. Can't really get much better than that. Don't forget the usual rub from Smoke and Fire Society. Now I want to take a bite of this. Wow. First thing that sings to you here is the bone marrow. Letting that bone marrow melt into the crust. It's just Adds so much richness and so much flavor. This is absolutely unbelievable, and you just get a very, very slight hint of sweetness from the dates. But this is decidedly a savory dish. A tiny little bit of sweetness just complements it really, really well. Now I'm looking at some goat cheese here. I'd like to get into that. Oop. Goat cheese with the bone marrow, the fresh duck eggs, the dates. Getting a little bit of that sautéed spinach and onions now. This is delicious. This is unbelievable. Gotta say, that Blackstone, man, when it comes to any kind of sauteing or griddling, you know, it's great to do it outside, especially this time of year. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm definitely working up a little bit of a sweat just because it's about 90 degrees today. Thankfully, I'm chilling the rest of this, and I'm going to be bringing it to the beach a little bit later. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the Blackstone. You don't want to be firing up a cast iron in your kitchen, you know, on a summer day like this. It's great to be able to do it outside and not heating your house up anymore. And it just delivers really good, even cooking. I can't say that enough. I'm going to put a link to Blackstone in our description. It's our affiliate link. If you're interested in purchasing a Blackstone, please do us a favor and use our affiliate link in the description of this video. Helps us out big time. Let me take another bite. I think it's a well-balanced bite. Goat cheese, duck eggs. If you don't have duck eggs, you can use chicken eggs. You might have to use a little bit more just because duck eggs are larger than chicken eggs. But if you can, support your local farmers. You know, see what's out there. Check out your local farm stands, your farmers markets. If you can get duck eggs, I highly recommend them. They're really, really good. And this whole quiche is just baked perfectly. It's got a really good smoky flavor. And that Traeger, man, just delivers consistent, repeatable results that are absolutely awesome. I put a link to Traeger in the description as well. It's our affiliate link. If you're interested in purchasing a Traeger, please check them out through our affiliate link. That helps us out big time. Oh, wow, this is really, really good. You could eat this breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Talk about just an awesome flavor bomb. Guys, if you like what you see here and you like what we're doing on this channel, please give us a subscribe. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and of course YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.